you can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Get Macy's lowest prices of the season on specials for cooler weather, like cute boots and booties starting at $27.99. And warm new coats for all, 50 to 60% off. And get cafe-style coffee at your fingertips with select Nespresso bundles for only $124.99, now at Macy's. Plus, get your Macy's order faster when you pick up curbside or in store. Or try same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Savings off sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. All right, we got a new viral trend that I don't understand, and I'm waiting for the day, Steve, where, I mean, obviously you, Rev, myself, you know, we're at the demographic, the age group where we don't understand some things that maybe millennials are digging.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for the day where millennials all of a sudden go, I don't know what the hell those kids are doing. I mean, that's going to happen.
You hope.
Yeah, and I see this viral trend. I can't wait to see Vicky and Danny's response to this.
I saw this morning, and the first thing I thought is, I think this is the first time maybe all of us can agree that we've completely lost our mind.
Good. I was wondering about this.
Yeah, man.
This new trend is stapling pieces of bread to trees. And they even have this big community on Reddit where, 200,000 members go, this is what we're doing. This is our thing. Stapling pieces of bread to trees. Okay, next question. Why? No one knows.
Oh.
No one's got a good answer.
Is it for the birds or the squirrels?
Squirrels, for sure.
Definitely for the squirrels.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's why, but
Squirrels love Staples.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. That's their favorite store.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just press that red button. Squirrels get it whatever they want.
They don't like bread, but in order to make the bread delicious, you have to put Staples on them.
Well, I will tell you this. Somebody did go even further. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, somebody went even further and decided to make a song in honor of this new trend, stapling bread to trees.
Bread and a staple. Oh. Bread and a staple. Yeah. Bread and a staple and a tree. And a tree. Bread, staple, tree. Bread, staple, tree.
I'd rather him open for Blink-182 than Lil Wayne personally, but that's just me.
Wow.
What is happening, man?
Oh, he made it rain with bread.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that part of the video.
I mean, is this the point where we all look down upon, like, we're going to look back on this era and be like, yeah, that's the moment where everybody completely realized that we were morons.
Yeah.
The internet's bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about this. I
love how baffled
idea.
you are by it because, I mean, there's no explanation. I mean, I'm looking at the subreddit, which is literally just bread stapled to trees.
Bread stapled trees.
And then somebody actually posted a bagel stapled to a tree and asked, my first staple, does it count?
And what was the overall opinion?
Well, there's only been two comments so far, and
you asked that, didn't you?
I was actually curious for a second.
two people said no.
I was wondering, the bagels don't count?
It's bread.
What
right?
about waffles?
Yeah, well, I mean, anything.
I haven't seen any waffles
How about
yet.
French toast?
Ooh, good call, Vic.
I feel like that's only like in like places like Bellevue.
Oh,
The fancy.
Yeah.
So I think we need to really step it up. I think the cool thing to do is to take pancakes and staple them to maple trees.
Oh.
That, to me, how about
It's
that?
the Canadian version.
Well, yeah, because, you get the syrup. And boom.
See, that makes too much sense. I say we just go pancakes duct taped to rocks.
Oh, there you go.
That'll be our new trend.
You're right. That would be about as much sense as bread to staple, to the trees.
You know, I will say if I was walking around or exercising at a park and I saw food stapled to a tree, I wouldn't be that mad about it, especially if it was like pizza. I'd be like,
okay, so
somebody left me a snacky.
I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to be like, yo, you effing trees. But I think I'd be like, what the hell? This is stupid.
I'm like, why are you wasting good food, man?
That's one of the things, Danny, I think I was going to be afraid that you might be attacked because somebody did post a picture of pizza stapled to a tree and said, this is bread technically.
That's true.
First comment, this is a waste of pizza.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope they ate the crust for it before they did that.
As long as they didn't lick it before putting it on the tree, I'd eat it.
No, the crust is there, and I can't.
Oh, you don't mind the staple and the tree bark all over it?
Took the tree, the staple out.
Okay.
And take the tree out, too.
On YouTube, I love this comment. Plot twist, the trees are stapled to the bread.
Whoa.
Now I get it. Yeah. All right, so everybody in the room is like, we have no idea. At least I feel that. All right, so we're now there's a generation that surpassed all of us, and what the hell's going on? Is that what we're saying?
I mean, I would rather them do that than lick ice cream in a store.
Oh, I agree with that.
So, I mean, if you're going to do something, you might as well staple a bread to a tree.
Yeah.
Just seems a little stupid, but...
Yeah, it's not really hurting anybody as far as I know.
Knock yourself out, kids.
Yeah, really. If this is the worst you're going to do, then at least we're moving in the right direction as a society. I'll give you that.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Got a new survey, found out the biggest red flags in dating. You're gonna want to know these, man. You're really gonna want to know this because earlier we talked about how people lie to each other when they're in relationship, like the early parts of relationship, and no one's telling the truth about anything. So you got to make sure you're with the right person to start off with, and then stop lying. This one here, I wonder about. I'm surprised my daughter passed this test. I think about Danny. I think about Joey D's.
Ooh.
Because I feel like as I watch the two of them be young adults, all of them, the three of them, I wonder if number one is on the list for a lot of people. Luckily, Danny's in a relationship, so it doesn't matter. And so is Sarah. But I think about Joey D's.
Deal breaker.
That people go, biggest red flag.
Drinking a lot.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Yeah, pretty much 6 in 10 of us go, yeah, that's a red flag.
No, dude, that would be a massive red flag for me if I was hanging out with someone and she just got sloppy drunk all the time and like got into arguments and made a fool out of herself. I'm not saying you can't get drunk and have a good time, but you should also know when you're about to cross that line.
The only time I've ever had problems with anybody's spouses, boyfriends, or girlfriends on this show is when one of them went and got sloppy drunk. And it happened, including with my own wife. I banned my own wife from this from going to show parties because she got sloppy drunk one time. And I think that was the point where she said, I'm not just going to drink anymore. She stopped drinking altogether because I banned her from going to any event.
I mean, it's even like that in situations where I'm like, you know, if I'm out with my fellas, sometimes, you know, all bets are off if I'm not driving.
Oh, sure.
You know, like when we go to Portland or if we have a party bus or whatever it may be, all bets are off. If my wife was with us, I would still pull it back. I wouldn't, because I kind of know, I think we all know this next drink is going to be that deal breaker for when now I've gone off to the other stratosphere.
Yep.
And I'll refuse to do that when I'm with my wife because I just don't want to put her in a situation where she's embarrassed by me.
Yeah, Sarah's
my friends, they could be embarrassed.
Sarah's got to learn that. She hasn't learned that yet.
Well, it depends on the relationship, though. If J-Rubs is fine with it.
Well, she was at that wedding with her parents, and she was also at a place with her father and his friends, and she just had that drink and went over the line. And so that's why I don't hang with her anymore. And I hope that sends the message to her that you've got to figure out when to stop drinking to the point where you, like you said, Steve, where you will go beyond and be the idiot that you can be around your friends.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see that. No parent wants to see their kid be sloppy drunk.
Fair enough.
You know, and look at Danny. Danny's like, why not?
Well, no, I agree with Steve. I think it depends on the relationship.
Yeah.
If it's like something to, like my ex-wife didn't drink at all. And so that was weird. And then my new girlfriend, we drink all the time together. But it's not to the point of where, I mean, there has been the times that she's gone overboard and it's funny and she throws up in the bed and it's fantastic. But I mean,
I would hate that.
It's nothing that like, it happens once every year.
She'd be done.
Like that.
She'd be out of the house at that point. You throw up in my bed, you're out.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
She bought me a new pillow. It was great.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's great. Number 2 on the list of things that are red flags, bad manners.
Yeah, I think if you're rude to someone.
I don't even know what manners are anymore. Like what's the standard?
We know, BJ. We know.
I think I have good manners. No, I don't.
I'm kidding.
I really don't. No? All right, fine. This one here, definitely a dirty living space.
Yeah.
I have been to some people's places.
Oh, man.
They're young people. I have been to their places. And I give Vicky credit because Vicky's not one of them because we just went to Vicky's house and I like going to Vicky's house because she keeps it to a standard that I like. But she's not like people her age. Not at all. God, it is. And this has been going on for a long time. I just can't believe how people live. I've known this ever since I was in my 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
My peers, I'm like, what are you pigsty people doing?
Oh, yeah. My bedroom was nicknamed The Pit for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I offered my wife to come live with me, and she was like, let's work on cleaning the house first.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The Pit.
And I was like, well, it's fine. Yeah, the amount of trash bags and stuff that we had of just junk.
Your wife's a saint because that's a red flag, and she still stayed with you.
Yeah, the reddest of flags.
Yeah. And my wife's a saint because of bad manners. My bad manners, though they weren't intentional, is what she liked about me.
Yeah, she found great humor in it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm very fortunate
That's
because
why it's case by case. Like Dan says, he likes to get drunk with his woman. That works out just fine for them.
Hey, it's great. It just the only thing I would caution with that, and we talked to Hulk Hogan about this. He, of course, was partying a lot with his first wife, Linda, and didn't realize that's why they were getting along so well was because they were partying together. But when they sobered up, they were like, maybe we're not so good together.
But I mean, minus having similar muscles, Danny and Hulk's are very different.
That's true.
And their relationships are very different as well.
Well, and also
I mean,
Danny doesn't have a 10-inch either, just like Terry Bollea.
That's very true.
Yeah. Well, just thought I'd bring it up.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we want to. What the difference between you and Hulk?
I gotcha.
And, and you're similar there.
It's weird that you know this.
I do not have a 10-inch penis. No, I do not.
Well, Danny made a similar announcement at
Terry Bollea's penis is not 10
at the radio.
inches.
Yeah.
At the radio convention, Danny made that announcement and then threw up at the bar.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. Well, hey, look I didn't ask you.
Yep.
Okay. Got a new survey. People say that they only get an average of 4 face-to-face compliments a week now. That's it, and that's definitely not as many as they used to get.
Huh.
Can you think about getting? I mean, what do you think?
I notice that sometimes even like in the world of wrestling, I'll always make it a point if I feel like someone like I go to see a show and see my buddies are wrestling, I'll make it a point to go up to them and tell them what I thought, like positive.
Oh, that's
stuff.
cool.
I'll never be the one that's going to give unsolicited negative stuff, but I'll always be like, dude, that was amazing, that was cool, that gave me. And there are times where like they give me this look like they don't know how to even receive that because I don't think people are complimentary enough anymore. And I'm trying to do that more where if I see somebody do something cool to let them know it's cool.
That's a good call, Steve, because we do criticize. How many people offer you a critical advice?
Unsolicited all the time.
All the time. But just to go and say, dude, I like the way you did that, and that's it. There's like, you don't have to change anything because that's what we're waiting for the but.
Yeah.
Because people try to sandwich it because they were told in the 90s. Remember, I think it was the 90s when we came up with the sandwich. Say one good thing, say the bad thing, and then say a good thing. And then that will hide the fact that you really don't mean anything complimentary.
Right. The good stuff was really just filler so that you could crap all over them.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think people can still improve. I mean, constructive criticism is always a good thing to make you become better at whatever you do. But I also think people could get better based on the good things you say. Like, oh, that worked, so I should do that more.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need to always just go down the negative road.
Plus, just like building each other up just kind of helps the confidence and helps you do even better. And for me, I know I do better when I do get a compliment. It's hard for me to accept it, but I know it just makes my day.
I guess they're saying that because it may not be a horrible thing because, we're not getting the face-to-face, but maybe it's because of social media where people are doing a lot of online and social media complimenting. So do you guys notice that, Vicky, Danny? I mean, do you notice you're getting more compliments at least online or social media-wise?
Yeah, but I don't feel like it doesn't feel as good as when you get it in person.
I agree.
And honestly, the best place to get compliments to build each other up is drunk at a club on a Saturday night around midnight. All the girls in the bathroom are just each other's best friends. It's, oh my God, girl, you are so sexy. That is like where you go if you want to feel great about yourself.
Steve's the same way in the men's room when we go.
Yeah.
I appreciate compliments when I'm in the locker room at the gym, especially in the shower. And Danny is always great with that.
Oh, Danny.
You know what? That farmer's tan's looking good on you, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's hot. So hot.
You're slaying it, girl.
But, 4 out of 10 of us wish we actually heard more compliments than we do. Yeah. I don't know if that means they're not getting a lot at all or if they just are needy. It's hard to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with social media. A lot of times people are fishing for those compliments. So when you
tell.
give them a compliment, I'm like, really? Is it a compliment? Or are you just getting what you basically
asked for?
Force people to give you.
Yeah.
If I see anybody fishing for compliments, I purposely just ignore that post. I think it is so cringy. Like, why? I know you need it, but find it somewhere else or go to therapy.
Yeah, there's some people in my life that do that. It's like everything they want to show you, do you, because they're not getting enough compliments and attention. And I mean, some people complain about it, but I thought, I'm going to still compliment them because they obviously need it.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I going to do? I mean, it's
a call out for help.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like, something completely superficial.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not telling you your ass looks good in those jeans.
And that's usually what it is.
But they did. Come on, Steve. I think it does.
Well, yours did.
Okay, thanks, buddy. And the average person says their significant other started complimenting them less around the 6-year point of their relationship. Well, in my relationship, I never complimented my wife. So really, it didn't. I've started lately.
Not yet.
All I did was fight with her because I thought she was an idiot. I mean, what am I going to compliment that for?
You could at least say you're really good at being an idiot.
Yeah, you're right. I never thought of that. I needed to do that. But now I really am making up for lost time.
So what are some of the things you say to her to compliment her that make her feel great?
Well, I talk about the fact that she's really done a great job living the life she wants, getting better. She's really healed herself after this car accident. She's really good at just, you know what? I compliment her for not listening to me because turns out I was the idiot. And I really go, you know what? I'm glad you know yourself enough to do what you want to do in spite of me telling you not to when I was wrong. That's not easy to do. That's fortitude.
Admitting you're wrong is the best compliment.
Which is so bizarre that that's a compliment.
Right.
Isn't that weird?
Because it means that you were strong enough and you were smart enough to know better.
And
I don't know what that's like. I've never been wrong.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. I'll let you know when it happens.
Now, I don't know how that, it's interesting, Vicky, you say that. I kind of used to get angry when someone admitted they were wrong because it's like, yeah, you should have admitted it years ago. But my wife is so much more nice about it. So I don't know if it's a male-female thing or if it's just anecdotal with me. But yeah, I just have to. I mean, that's my journey is I have got to just own up for when I'm an idiot, including when, and I have to own up when Steve's an idiot for spoiling his own baby reveal.
Thanks.
I can't believe that happened.
That was my
Steve.
bad.
Yeah.
It was stupid of me for letting you know ahead of time.
Yeah. So here are the ones we like to hear from friends, the big 3 compliments we want to hear.
Oh, that's cool. They actually have exact we should make it a point to use these at some point this week on each other.
You make me laugh.
All right. That's probably not going to happen. Sorry.
You look so young.
Thank you, guys.
And I like your haircut. Sorry, Steve.
I maybe get one of them. I like this one. Every time I compliment my wife, she thinks it's because I want to get laid. But is she wrong?
Yeah,
right?
She's not wrong. No, she's not wrong at all. I had somebody compliment me at the party, said I was insightful.
What party was this?
Yeah.
Why would you look at me, first of all? It was a party with regular people, Steve. What do you think? It was a party with people that were
quote unquote regular people.
Did you hear how he said that? What party was that? A party of losers?
No, it's a solid question.
It's a solid question.
Maybe you went to like a low IQ party.
Any party that BJ's has a low IQ party.
Oh, hey, where's the laugh track for Danny on that one? Thanks. Yeah. God, I almost said
you make me laugh.
Thanks,
Steve.
Thanks. Yeah. Danny,
your hair looks nice.
I like your haircut, Steve.
Thanks, Rev.
Yeah. How come nobody told me I look young yet?
Well,
that's the big one I need.
Well,
thanks.
You look young for a dinosaur.
Yeah. You look less crusty than normal.
That's great. Great line, Danny. You make me laugh.
You look 5 years younger than Betty White.
Compared to the crypt keeper.
What was that?
The crypt keeper. Is he any relation to Andrew Lincoln?
Yes. No, that was Abraham Washington.
Oh, Andrew Lincoln's a real guy.
Yeah. Oh, we're just ruining all this.
I suck. Never mind. I'm leaving.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases, and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
For the last 75 seasons, the NBA has been getting greater. It's been crossing over, crossing borders, bending minds, breaking barriers, and shattering expectations. Because if the league's taught us one thing, it's that we can't predict anything. So don't miss 1 minute of the 75th anniversary season, where greatness lives on in every game. Visit NBA.com/75 to learn more.